Bombing on a group pace truck to the infield. 8 laps, top 5 in the A, top 2 redraw for starting spots 1 through 8. Brandon Bliss looking him over out of turn 4. The 2025 season goes green at Attica. Dan McCarron, upside down into the tractor tire. Goes the 12 of Trey Jacobs. Nasty looking crash over there in turn 2. Leads in charge once again into turns 1 and 2. Dylan King into the inside, but Craig Mintz into the second position. Mintz on the move in the 0-9. Mintz to the whip, chases down Dan McCarron in the 3 and 4. Dylan King in third. Max Stanball runs in that 4th position. But he's got company now from your tail starter, Casey Jedrzak. Jedrzak takes a peek to the inside of Stanball. Jedrzak in the 5th and final transfer spot. It's been all Dan McCarron flying out front of this one. Craig Mintz staying within 4 car lengths of him at the cross flags. 4 in, 4 to go. Track starting to widen out a little bit, especially in turns 3 and 4. McCarron to the cushion. Mintz takes a peek down to the middle of the racetrack. Hanging in that 3rd spot. Stanball 4th. Jedrzak 5th. Van Gurley, John Jerich complete the field. 2 to go as they cross the stripe. Dan McCarron, Craig Mintz pulling away from Dylan King, and Mintz closes to within 3 car lengths that time in turns 1 and 2. The white flag will be displayed. The doctor's jacket in the air one more time around for Dan McCarron. New chassis in the 22M. Glenn Steyer's Racing making their own chassis now. Glenn Steyer's the owner of Ashwaubenon Speedway. As Dan McCarron takes the checkered flight, Craig Mintz close quickly. He'll come home second. Dylan King in 3rd. Max Stanball in 4th. And the final transfer to Casey Jedrzak. He raced number 2, ready to rock and roll off of turn number 4. Green out, but I have a feeling that one's coming back. Flies out front. Here comes the 0-1 of Brian Sabito. Got a battle for second. Brandon Spithaler, Brian Sabito, Justin Clark, and Cap Henry. Sabito takes a peek to the inside of Spithaler again. In turns 3 and 4. Slide job. Into the 2nd spot goes Brian Sabito. DJ Foose flying out front though. Big gap between he and Brian Sabito. Look at the race now for the 3rd spot. Brandon Spithaler takes a peek to the inside of Sabito again. But Cap Henry, Justin Clark battling for that 3rd spot. Cross flags go in the air. 4 in, 4 to go. Huge lead for DJ Foose. Sabito, Spithaler, Henry. Throw a blanket on him, running for that 2nd spot into turns 1 and 2. DJ Foose's lead, 2.5 seconds last time by. DJ Foose. His lead almost 3 seconds now. Sabito's comfortably in second. The race is for third. Cap Henry, Brandon Spithaler almost bang wheels down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Slide job for Henry into the third spot as the white flag goes in the air. DJ Foose over a 3-second lead, already into turns 3 and 4. He'll take the heat race win. Ryan Sabito will come home in that second spot. Cap Henry in third. Brandon Spithaler in fourth. Final transfer spot for Justin Clark. Devin Porter, Pete Kivinoff, Cody Brewer, Lance Heinbarger complete the field. For your third and final heat race, Seth Howdy Sabo takes the lead into turns 1 and 2. Yellow on the speedway. Seth Sabo getting a warning for jumping on the start. We need our runner, please, to the scoring tower. Green out once again. Seth Sabo again with the lead. TJ Michael in second. Jet Man battling with Logan McCandless for that third spot. Stuart Brubaker in the fifth and final transfer position. Seth Sabo pulling away now from TJ Michael. Lead for Seth Sabo down the back stretches across, flags go in the air, signifying 4 laps in, 4 to go. TJ Michael has some company now from Logan McCandless. Stuart Brubaker takes a peek to the inside of Jet Man for that 4th spot in turns 1 and 2. Second lead for Seth Howdy Sabo over TJ Michael, Logan McCandless, Jet Man, Stuart Brubaker, your top 5. Frank Neal and Jerry Dobbs complete the field. White flag in the air one more time around for Seth Sabo. Stuart Brubaker spins in turn number 1 to bring out the caution. Green and white together, here we go. Keep an eye on that battle for second. The top 2 redraw starting spots 1 through 8 in tonight's feature, but as the checkered flag falls, for Seth Sabo second. Go to TJ Michael third, Logan McCandless fourth. The Jet Man and Frank Neal holds off a charging Stuart Brubaker for that final transfer spot. Again next Friday night with a rain date of Saturday if needed. 410 sprints, UMP Lake 1305 sprints. Over it coming up, Core Main Spring Nationals with the rejuvenated All-Star Circuit of Champions Friday and Saturday, April 11th and 12th. Green out for heat race race number 1. Brendan Torok takes charge out of turn 2, but here comes Casey Zebo. The racer out of Tiffin, Ohio. The young lady takes a peek to his inside in turns 3 and 4. Seth Schneider in that 3rd spot. Blaine Keckler in the 4th position, and Logan Monjou the 5th and final transfer spot. Zach Kramer on the move in the 8K. Monjou with problems in turn 4. He was in that 5th and final transfer spot. Past the restart cone. Brendan Torok in command of this one. Here comes Seth Schneider to the outside of Casey Zebo. He takes that 2nd spot. Not done yet. Schneider takes a peek to the inside of Torok out of turn 4. Blaine Keckler challenges Casey Zebo and takes the 3rd spot with a slider in 1 and 2. Zebo returns the favor in turns 3 and 4. Brendan Torok's Seth Schneider pulling away from the good battle for 3rd. One more time around, Brendan Torok looking for his first career sprint car win on dirt. So close several times in the 2024 season. A lot of runner-up 3rds and 4ths for Brendan Torok. He'll take the heat race win. Seth Schneider eligible for the redraw in 2nd, Casey 3rd. Blaine Keckler 4th and 5th to Stephen Watts. Jimmy McCune Jr. rounds out your field. Looking out of turn 4, green out, heat race number 2. Hoffman, longtime crew chief on the 1W, Paul Weaver. Behind the wheel of the 09305. He's raced go-karts. And he leads lap number 1. Jimmy McGrath Jr. and Brandon Moore. Weaver in 4th. 3-car battle up front. Here comes Brandon Moore in that 12X. New ride for him. He goes from 3rd to 1st in 1 corner. Oh, hang on. Jimmy McGrath spins. Jimmy McGrath Jr. battling for 2nd, spins off the high side of turn 4 to bring out the caution. Single file past the restart cone, green flag out. Huffman, Brandon Moore, and here comes Paul Weaver. Teacher meets student down the backstretch. And sliding into the lead to be Brandon Moore. Throw a blanket on the top 3 down the front stretch. Brandon Moore. And Jamie Adams Racing, new ride for him. He's footed the bill himself for all these years. Now he gets to drive somebody else's equipment. He's making it worth this while leading heat race number 2. Good race for 2nd. The pupil in the 09, the teacher in the 1W. Nose to tail down the back stretches, the cross flags go in the air. The 18 of Ben Watson going to stop in turn 3, and that will bring out the caution flag. pulling away as Paul Weaver now finally takes that second spot from Daniel Hockman. Jimmy McGrath Jr. back up to the 4th position. Austin Black in 5th. David Hoppus, Trevor St. Clair round out the field. Ross Paulson up here, making sure everybody's in line. Gives a shout out to Blake Anderson. I know he's on the West Coast watching tonight. Brandon Moore continues to fly out front. Paul Weaver still getting a battle now from Jimmy McGrath Jr. coming from the tail, and that one's over. Wow.
On a good pace truck to the infield, third and final heat race for the Fremont Fencing Guardrail 305 sprint set to go green.
Can't change it now, you're on 7-1 plan.
Jackson Speedo, Dustin Dinan, your front row. New number, new scheme for Jackson Speedo.
Do some 360 racing as well this year. A team car. Going to make a handful of races with Matt Foose behind the wheel too. Here comes Jamie Miller. What a run into 3 and 4. Wow. 4th to 2nd in 1 lap for Jamie Miller. Dustin Dinan flying out front. He closed out this season at Fremont Speedway with a victory. Tony Alvarez spins in 1 and 2 to bring out the caution. The charge down the backstretch. Here comes Steve Rando in the 19R. He'll move into the 3rd spot. Jackson Sabito back to 4th. Here comes Jamie Miller to the rear bumper of Dustin Dinan, wing to wing at the cross flags. Dinan holds him off by a nose that lap by. Dustin Dinan elbows up now. He knows Jamie Miller's right there. I'm sure he can hear him, but now he has seen him. Pulling away slightly. Miller may have eased off, knowing he's comfortably in a redraw position. Steve Rando runs 3rd. Jackson Sabito 4th. Bradley Bates in 5th. Randy Rubel 6th. Braden Harrison and Tony Alvarez rounding out the field as the white flag goes in the air one more time around for Dustin Dinan. Turn 4, taking the heat race win. The new team they put together in the offseason, Dustin Dinan. He and Jamie Miller will be eligible for the redraw. Steve Rando 3rd, Jackson Sabito 4th, Bradley Bates in 5th, Randy Rubel, Braden Harrison, and Tony Alvarez complete the field. Qualifiers. Shipley flies out front of this one. Eric Spangler in that 2nd spot. Jamie Miller and Devin Shields battle for the 3rd position. something broken on the 74 right front, but Jamie Miller trying to hold on to that third spot. White flag in the air out of turn 4 for Colin Shipley with Eric Spangler right off his rear deck light out of turn 4. Jamie Miller, Devin Shields, Jacob Sturr continue the battle for the third position. Checkered flag flies in the air for Colin Shipley. Patter let him scatter down the backstretch. Flying Ryan Markham into the lead. Here comes the missile, Ryan Missler, on the high side of the racetrack into the second spot. He'll bring along the one end of Casey Noonan. Noonan now into the second spot. Former ALMS champion. Former Oakshade Raceway champion. Flying out front, Ryan Markham. Multiple track championships, Hilltop Speedway, Wayne County Speedway. Here at Attica Raceway Park. Oh, Austin Gibson sideways in turns 3 and 4. That'll bring out the yellow flag with 3 laps in. Here we go, single file. Markham on the love pedal in turns 1 and 2. Pulls away from Casey Noonan to Ryan Missler. 29 of Nate Potts on the move now into the 4th spot. Dylan Jessup in 5th. As Dawson and Austin Gibson in the field. Cross flags going in the air. System flagman Dean Bliss indicating 4 laps to go. Markham, 2 laps remaining. Over Casey Noonan, Ryan Missler, Nate Potts battling with the 53X of Dylan Jessup for that 4th spot. White flag on display for flying Ryan Markham out of turn 4. Casey Noonan, Ryan Missler. Markham down the backstretch one final time. About a 7-car length advantage. He'll see the checker flag in the heat race win. Second goes to Casey Noonan. 3rd, Ryan Missler. Here's the race for 4th. With the Nate Potts over Dylan Jessup, Austin Gibson, and Chaz Dawson Jr. B-Man is next on the racing card. Green out. Todd Brennan. Out front, 3 wide for that second spot in turns 3 and 4. Kyle Moore, Rusty Schleich, and Cody Bauer. Still 3 wide in turn 2. Todd Brennan flying out front. Here comes Rusty Schlenk right to his rear bumper, and he'll bring along Kyle Moore. How many times did we see Kyle Moore and Rusty Schlenk duking it out lap after lap last year here at Attica Raceway Park? But look at the newcomer, Cody Bauer, in that 19X. He's up to challenge. They go 3 wide again for second. Todd Brennan's pulling away slightly now, but Rusty Schlenk has solidified his run in second. Kyle Moore in third. Cody Bauer in fourth. Mark Vandermeer in fifth. Justin Chance, Kent Brewer complete the field. Flag one more time around. Todd Brennan, Rusty Schlenk. Nose to tail into 1 and 2. Schlenk slides up the racetrack, exiting 2 though. Brennan gets away a little bit. Here they come to the checkered flag. Todd Brennan going to get the nice win. Second to Rusty Schlenk. Third, Kyle Moore. Fourth, Cody Bauer holding off Mark Vandermark. Justin Chance and Kent Brewer complete the field. For your final preliminary event, Van Gurley Jr. grabs the lead down the backstretch. Evan Gordon now races to his outside. Devin Borden out front. Van Gurley Jr. now second. Cody Brewer Evan Borden, Van Gurley Jr. Here comes the 3 of John Jerich on the move. Creed Kemenaugh into the 4th position. Stuart Brubaker, the 5th and final transfer spot. Tremendous battle for second. Van Gurley Jr., John Jerich, and Creed Kemenaugh as Devin Borden pulls away. Kemenaugh gets sideways in turn 2. He collects the 5 of Cody Brewer. Oh my, they were battling. Single file past that restart code. 3 laps to go. Devin Borden out front. John Jerich now the outside. Van Gurley Jr. down to the inside as they go wing to wing for that second spot. Chris Andrews now up to the 4th position. 15C on the move. Stuart Brubaker, the 5th and final transfer spot, but he's getting some heat from Jerry Doms in the 75. Kemenaw spins again in turns 3 and 4, bringing out the caution. Restart again. The green and white together. A one-lap dash to the finish. Top 5 move on. It's go time or go home. Checkered flag in the air for Devin Borden. John Sherridge in second. Christian fourth. Van Gurley Jr. and Stuart Brubaker gets that final transfer spot. Everybody turn the flashlights on your phones. Here we go. Everybody go to your left, to your right, to your left, to your right, to your left, to your right. Now shake them. There we go. What do you say, Attica Raceway Park? Lights out on the speedway. Here we go, the first feature event of 2025. 25 laps of distance. Devin Shields, Rusty Schlenk, gonna bring him down to the green. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to jump and jive for 25. Devin Shields down to the inside. Schlenk with the lead down the backstretch. Here comes flying Ryan Markham on the move, and then inside line in the 5M. Rusty Schlenk going to lead lap number 1 over Devin Shields. Flying Ryan Markham and Casey Noonan. Rusty Schlenk out front. Devin Shields in second, Ryan Markham third, Casey Noonan fourth, Eric Spangler fifth. Caution, caution. Looks like the 53X, possibly a Dylan Jessen, bringing out the caution. Single file pass that restart cone, green flag back out. Rusty Schlenk glued to the bottom of the racetrack in 1 and 2. Pulls away from Devin Shields. Here comes Casey Noonan to the inside of flying Ryan Markham for that third spot. They go door to door in turns 3 and 4. Eric Spangler in that 5th spot. He's got company from Colin Shipley in that 46 machine. 4 laps in now for Rusty Schlenk. Slower car on the tail of the field, right in front of your leader. In turns 3 and 4, 5 in, 20 to go. Good race for third, Casey Noonan and flying Ryan Markham. Kyle Moore now up into the top 8 in that 1 star. Schlenk disposes of the first lap car. He's got about half a straightaway till he catches the next 3 back markers. 7 laps scored for Rusty Schlenk. Devin Shields in second. Schlenk's lead 1.8 seconds. Casey Noonan solidifies his 3rd place position. 8 laps in for Rusty Schlenk. Devin Shields, Casey Noonan, Ryan Markham, and a great battle for that 5th spot. Eric Spangler, Colin Shipley, Todd Brennan, and Kyle Moore. Rusty Schlenk's lead has been about a steady 1.8 seconds, but he is now going to get into heavy lap traffic here in another couple of laps. 10 in, this time across the stripe for Rusty Schlenk. Schlenk puts another car lap down, separating himself between Second place running Devin Shields. The lead down to 1.7 seconds. "12 in, 13 to go this time out of turn 4 for Rusty Schlenk. Now Rusty Schlenk has caught heavy lap traffic. Can Devin Shields close? He took 0.6 of a second off the lead that time. 11 laps to go. Devin Shields is closing the gap, 1.3 seconds. 4 lap cars run nose to tail right in front of your leader. Business is about to pick up front with 10 laps to go. Rusty Schlenk disposes of 1 lap car. Now he's got 2 of them racing side by side in front of him. Good move there. Oh, muscles his way around both of them. His lead was down to 1.2 seconds. Now he's got 3 lap cars between himself and second place. Devin Shields. 8 laps to go, the distance of a heat race. Schlenk patient with the lappers, and it's paid off. He's put a couple up between himself and second place Devin Shields. He's built his lead back up to 1.5 seconds. Shields just has 1 lap car to go though. And Schlenk again with 3 lap cars right in front of him. Shields clears the lapper. No lap cars between your top 2. But it's time to go as 5 flanges go in the air. 5 laps to go for Rusty Schlenk. Lap cars racing side by side in front of your leader. He's cleared them. 4 to go. Rusty Schlenk out of turn 4. He gets around the 18. He's got a pretty clear track. The sands of the hourglass running out for Devin Shields. The lead over 2 seconds. 2 laps to go. On cruise control now for Rusty Schlenk. Clear track down the back stretch as he races to the white flag. We got one off the high side of 1 and 2. He's still rolling as the white flag goes in the air. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. His 44th career win at Attica Raceway Park. For Rusty Schlenk, second. Devin Shields, third. Casey Noonan, fourth. For Ryan Markham and Colin Shipley, your top 5. His 44th career win at Attica Raceway Park. Put your hands together for Rusty Schlenk. Man, you sliced your way through traffic. I mean, there was one spot there where you had 3 or 4 of them racing right ahead of you, and Devin closed. He took about half a second off your lead, but once you cleared them, this thing was gone.
Yeah, I knew I had to be patient there in traffic. I could see over my shoulder a little bit. I ran high a few laps just so I could kind of peek over my shoulder and see where Devin was. So I knew I had a little bit of a lead, and I knew I had to kind of pick my way through there and be as quick as I could. But they were all over the place. So I don't want to do anything stupid. So thank God we got through there quick and made a few good decisions and got clear of them before anything bad happened.
Good way to start the year, huh?
Yeah, for sure. This is the second race on this car. It's a new MK2 chassis that we built. We raced it once at the end of last year. I think October, November, we went down to Tennessee National and almost won that thing. And we came here and dominated tonight, man. These new MK2 domination cars I think they're going to be pretty good.
Rusty Schlenk gets it done on opening night here at Attica for his 44th career win at Ohio's greatest racing speed plant.
Out of turn number 4, make some noise, Attica Raceway Park! Lights out on the speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages here at Attica Raceway Park. It's time to get dirty for 30. Dan McCarron jumps in the lead down the backstretch. He'll bring along the 09 to Craig Mintz. McCarron leads lap number 1 over Mintz, DJ Bruce, Brian Smito, Dylan Kingan. Here comes Mintz. Monster run to the outside. Off the track, back on the track, down the backstretch. Craig Mintz has a fast hot rod tonight. And here comes Cap Henry into the top 5. He'll bring along TJ Michael into the 6th spot. Keep an eye on the 15C of Chris Andrews coming out of the B main on the move. Battle for the lead. Craig Mintz by a nose that time. Cap Henry into the 4th spot. Brian Smito back to 5th. 4 laps in. Craig Mintz, your new leader. Chris Andrews started 18th in this one. He is into the top 10 in just 4 laps. Move Cap Henry into 3rd. DJ Foose back to 4th. Mintz pulling away slightly. The race is for 2nd. Dan McCarron and Cap Henry. Henry into the 2nd spot down the backstretch. Another 4 or 5 laps, heavy lap traffic for Craig Mintz, but it's Cap Henry on the move. Cap Henry rolled off 8th in this one, and he's into the lead out of turn 4. Heavy lap traffic lies ahead. Mintz is not throwing in the towel. Stays right glued to the rear bumper of Cap Henry. Move DJ Foose now into the 3rd spot. Lap car gets a little sideways in front of Cap Henry. Slows his pace. 10 laps in. Seth Sabo and Brandon Spinner battling for that 6th spot. Chris Andrews up into the 8th spot. Chris Andrews started 18th in this feature event. Henry's lead 1.4 seconds, but he's got heavy lap cars ahead of him running side by side. And DJ Foose has caught Craig Mintz for 2nd. What a race for 2nd between Craig Mintz and Cap Henry. Oh, lap car almost gets into your leader here on the front stretch with 14 laps in. Problems
for the 15C of Chris Andrews. Oh, what a run he had going. From 18th up to 9th, and he coasts to a stop here on the front stretch. Camp Henry looking to pick up where he left off in 2024. Winning the track championship here. Here comes Mintz to the outside. What a restart for Craig Mintz. Chops him in turns 3 and 4. Cross flags in the air halfway home. Henry fights back to the inside. Oh, Nelly, hang on. We got a barn burner here at Attica Raceway Park on opening night. DJ Foose lurking right behind the duo up front. Brandon Spithaller on the move up into the 4th position. Mintz to the cushion in 3 and 4. Henry down on the bottom of the racetrack. Brian Sabino rounding out your top 5. Mintz better in 1 and 2. Henry better in 3 and 4. And DJ Foose right there ready to pounce. The lead just 0.3 of a second. 1 second back from 1st to 3rd. 11 to go. Mintz again to the rear bumper. He likes that high line exiting turn 2. Gets a big run off the top side of turn 2. He'll go to the high side of 3 and 4. 10 laps to go. Mintz right there again with heavy lap traffic. Ducks to the inside of Cap Henry in 3 and 4. 9 laps to go. Side by side. Mintz a big run again to the outside of Henry. Off the track, back on the track. Lap cars racing 3 wide in front of your lead duo. Mintz again to the outside. Henry crowds him up the racetrack. This time, Mintz going to go to the middle of the racetrack. Henry to the cushion in the heavy lap traffic. Six laps to go. Cap Henry has put a lap car between himself and Craig Mintz. DJ Foose continues to run 3rd. Brandon Spithaller 4th. Brian Sabino 5th. Seth Sabo 6th. Dan McCarron 7th. DJ Michaels 8th. Justin Clark up to 9th. Logan McCandless your top 10. 5 flanges go in the air. 5 laps to go. The lead almost a second now. Now they have both cleared the lap cars. Cap Henry's found something on the high side of 3 and 4. Mintz saved enough in the tank. Craig Mintz stays within 5 car lengths of Cap Henry, but the sands of the hourglass are running short. Just 2 laps remaining. Flag out of turn 4 for Cap Henry. Henry down the backstretch one final time. No pressure for Mintz this time. Opening night. Win to the defending track champion Cap Henry. Craig Mintz will come home 2nd. DJ Foose 3rd. 4th, Brandon Spithaller and Brian Sabino round out your top 5. 3-time and defending track champion gets his 21st win here at Attica Raceway Park, ties him for 4th. Out of the car he comes. Make some noise for Cap Henry. Wow. When that yellow came out, that set up a lot of fun. Maybe not so much for you, huh?
Yeah, I didn't. I was pretty confident before that, and I told Zach we were kind of fighting something with the wing valve. Like the wing was just moving wherever it wants. So like I was driving the thing and trying to push it back forward, and finally just kind of let it get trunk itself and deal with it. But yeah, it was pretty close there with Craig, and man, I'll take it. It was a lot of work.
He'd get a good run on the outside of turn 2, and you just kind of played your cards right. Just crowd him a little bit, and he would have to get out of it.
Yeah, I knew if I was up to the edge of the racetrack, I was going to force him to try and bomb the other way, and and he did a couple times. Just wasn't, finally there at the end, I just started rolling around trying to move, and worked out our way.
You found something at the top side of 3 and 4 after he kind of got runs on you there.
Yeah, I kind of knew coming onto the front stretch after where he was poking his nose that obviously I needed to try and move up some. And, I don't know how close it was at the end, but glad we won that one.
Some people you want to thank, Cap?
Yeah, Premier Planning Services, Innovative Excavating, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, FHS Oil Supply, T-Shop, FK Rodden, Simpson, Doug Berryman, Factory 41, Griff's Racing Engines, King Racing Products, Power Cool Manufacturing, just everybody that helps us with this thing. Seemed like a long off season, and we'll see what happens.
Cap Henry opens up the season with career win number 21 at Attica Raceway Park.
Make some noise, Attica Raceway Park! Out of turn number 4, here we go. Green out for the season opener finale. Oh, spin in turns 1 and 2. Oh, we got cars upside down.
Seth Schneider did a 360 in 1 and 2, and everybody behind him stacked up. We got one upside down here in turn 2. Try this again. Time to jump and jive for 25 out of turn 4, green out. Blaine Keckler jumps in the lead down the backstretch. In the second goes Casey Ziebel. Third, Seth Schneider. Fourth, Brandon Moore. Jimmy McGrath Jr., your top 5. Is Paul Weaver avoids disaster high side of turn 4. Blaine Keckler pulling away. Ziebel in second. Seth Schneider third. Brandon Moore fourth. Battle for fifth. Jimmy McGrath, Jamie Miller, and Paul Weaver. Oh, Weaver's going to spin in turn 4. He keeps it rolling. For second, here comes Seth Schneider. What a race for second. Seth Schneider, Casey Ziebel with Jamie Miller and Brandon Moore right on their rear bumper. Blaine Keckler looking for his first career 305 win. New ride for that young man. Car basically owned by Jamie Miller. Seth Schneider in second, Casey Ziebel third, but here comes Jamie Miller. Miller now into the third spot. for second. Laps in, 15 to go. The race now is for fourth. Brandon Moore and Casey Siebold. Into second goes Jamie Miller. Lynn Keckler, you've got company. Brendan Torek up to the sixth spot. Miller to the high side. Keckler down to the inside track by a lap car. New leader out of turn 4, Jamie Miller. Past halfway now. Jamie Miller out front. Blaine Keckler second. Seth Schneider third. Brandon Moore fourth. Casey Siebold your top 5. Brendan Torek sixth. Jimmy McGrath Jr. 7th, Steve Rando 8th, Daniel Huffman 9th, and Paul Weaver, your top 10. Seth Schneider has caught Blaine Keckler for second. Still within shot of Jamie Miller. 10 laps to go. Jamie Miller can run all over the high banks of Attica Raceway Park. To go. Clear track for Jamie Miller. Blaine Keckler still second. Seth Schneider third. Up to fourth. Brandon Moore fifth. Casey Siebold. Six laps to go. The lead, 4.2 seconds. Oh, Braden Harrison spins in turn 2 to bring out the caution. With 19 laps in. Bobbing under pace truck to the infield, single file past the restart cone. Jamie Miller out front of this one. Blaine Keckler, his protege, in second. Seth Schneider third. Brandon Moore, the new team. Jamie and Renee Adams machine. Fights with his girlfriend there for the 4th spot. 5 flanges go in the air, 5 to go. Ducks to the inside of Blaine Keckler for that second spot. Can't get the pass in 1 and 2. Jamie Miller has thrown the keys on the counter and has checked out. 3 laps to go. Lead 2.5 seconds last time by. Here comes Seth Schneider, the outside of Blaine Keckler as the white flag goes in the air. Out of turn 4, picking up the opening night feature win. He, like Cap Henry, picks up where he left off. Jamie Miller gets the win second. Seth Schneider, Greg Keckler third, Brandon Moore fourth, and Casey Tingle, your top five. Climbing out of the cars, 46 career win in the 305s here at Attica Raceway Park. How about it for Jamie Miller? Well, just like Cap Henry, you picked up where you left off. But this car, I'm telling you, it's amazing. You could go everybody else glued the bottom of the racetrack. You could go anywhere you wanted to.
On that initial start, I kind of went to the bottom and I didn't feel good. I thought maybe something was wrong. So on the next start, I got a little bit better run on Casey, and I got to the top, and I'm like, hell, I'm staying right here because it's just getting better and better and better. And, I was able to run down Seth and get around him and caught up with Blaine and, traffic, and snuck on by and just held on. The car just got better all the way through the race. And how about that RCF chassis, 1, 2, and 3?
But that doesn't bode well for the competition in 2025 then.
Hey, we're just trying to keep things rolling, right, like you said, right where we left off.
Jamie Miller gets it done on opening night at Attica Raceway Park. Your defending track champion. Thank you, race fans. You packed the place.